Hey, it's movie time, folks. There's no secret that I love Tom Hanks. I love all the stuff he does. He just played the Colonel in the Elvis movie, which is fantastic. That movie getting a lot of Oscar buzz right now. Some people are choosing it for best movie of the year. That would be last year. But Tom is back to work once again in another movie, and this one also co-stars his son Truman, who plays Tom's character in a younger version. So it is a lot of fun to watch. And this is one of those movies that starts off, you go like, doesn't seem like a Tom Hanks movie, but boy, this thing grows on you. It's called A Man Called Otto.
Hey, Otto!
No. Don't you dare let that little rat dog on my walkway again.
Ignore him, Print. He has no idea who's doing that.
Well, it was one of you.
Tom Hanks is a man called Otto, the neighborhood curmudgeon. Everything has a place, a purpose, and a reason to be so. He longs for the past.
You cannot use this road without a permit.
Have a nice day, sir.
You know, the other guys don't do this, the guys with the white trucks. How come it's always you brown guys? And I don't mean that racially.
I'm sorry you didn't get him here earlier. The whole neighborhood is falling apart these days.
You know, I have to just say that there is a purity to the type of cinema that A Man Called Otto is. And you can go back, look, movies are often about, you know, robberies on a train, spaceships from outer space, suitcases full of money that changes hands, or a fist fight in order to rectify the battle between good and evil. This is none of those things.
Are you always this unfriendly?
I am not unfriendly.
Okay, you're not. Every word you say is like a warm cuddle.
This is a movie about people in Casablanca doing the right thing. This is a movie about people realizing that if they weren't around in order to step in when necessary, then you would not be able to live such a wonderful life. This is a movie about how you were there and you were there and you were there, and I didn't even realize it, but all the people that I love were always around me the entire time. That's a great binding aspect of cinema that doesn't require necessarily a grandiose vision or a complicated plot or a MacGuffin or a bad guy or a time clock. What it requires is genuine connection between people that are real and that we recognize. Everybody knows an Otto.
I was wondering if you could help us out.
I'm not sure about this.
It's gonna be very fun.
How was it? You did a good job. You should pat yourself on the back.
When you see your own life projected and captured up on the screen, that to me is a great binding power of art that makes it possible to walk into a theater surrounded by 1,200 other strangers. And when you leave, you have something in common, and that is you all experience this magnificent journey at the same place, on the same day, in the same room. My Lord, this movie starts off with Otto being a victim of some pretty sad misfortune, but at the end of the movie, he's the most blessed man on the planet Earth.
It's so funny to see him in a role like this because there's always something so friendly and accessible about him. But
You're right.
But in the beginning of this, he's like Mr. Wilson and Dennis the Menace. You know, the guy Stay Off My Lawn? Yeah. I mean, he's actually out there to stay off the lawn a little bit. And it's a lot of fun also. You see his son Truman playing him as his younger self.
I have to imagine that is a daunting task for a child of a megastar.
Superstar, right?
To then, yeah, because you want to have your own identity, but yet you're probably proud to be this, and it's like, I got to do my dad proud.
And some people actually had the nerve to say to him, well, isn't that like nepotism? You know, like, you know, a lot of people have family businesses here. How many people come in here? It's the mom, it's the daughter, and that sort of thing. So why shouldn't it be like that with something like this?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
I wish I had a father and mom that was an actress, though, I tell you, because I think it'd be a really cool thing to try out.
You're pretty good just what you're doing
He's like,
right now.
just stick to your day job, Natalie.
But I just love his movies. And when you see this, what's so great about it is it's not like you've seen him before, but somehow he transforms and he makes that Tom Hanks magic.
He's one of the most versatile actors of our generation, if not several. I mean, how can you compare him to anyone else?
And talking about sharing an experience, when you come in, you're all strangers. When you go out, you all have something in common that you're all emotionally reacting to. And I tell you, that really tells me that it is time to go back to the movies a little bit, see some in the theaters. A lot of good stuff on television, but you got to get around some people and have some fun.
That's so true.